Okay, so you're making chicken breast. The way she cutting it, it must be stuffed chicken breast. Oh. Okay, so you gotta beat the meat and marinate it. Don't say that again. What's she making with this fried chicken blanket? Okay, so she making macaroni and cheese on the side. Woo, and she's showing out. That mac and cheese looks flavorful. Oh. Sweet Taco Bell, Jesus, did she just make a macaroni taco, but use fried chicken as a tortilla? Oh, heavenly Haji Father. Huh? Where did you get, I don't think you can do that. Oh, sorry. But did you just see what I just synced? Yeah, I did. Seeing that got me feeling like Bobby Brown. I want a chicken tacaroni. I want more than one. I want more than one. Ma'am, I'll take 2 of those. I don't know about 2 because she put extra cheese on there, so I'ma slow my roll. But ma'am, I'll take one of them chickaroni tacos. Lord have mercy. Okay, so you're making a baked potato. Okay, I like a baked potato. Okay, he put salt, cheese, seasoning, and some butter. Yep, you can't go wrong with that there. Watch out there now. Ha! He done made mashed baked potato, ain't he? He sure did. And I'm wondering why he's spreading the baked potato cheeks out like that. What he about to do? Oh, it's a loaded baked potato. He put the grilled chicken, the vegetables, and it looked like some gravy. Wait. Why he put cheese on it and put it in the oven? It's just about time to go ahead and eat it now. Sweet multiple meals in one, Jesus. That man made a baked potato and then made mashed potatoes and then made loaded mashed potatoes and turned it into pot pie? Oh, heavenly potato and banquet pot pie Father. Huh? Okay, I get it, but just relax. Now, how I'm supposed to relax after what I just laid my eyes on? I'm starting to feel like Lionel Richie. He made a loaded baked potato into a pot pie. And I want some pot pie, a baked potato, pot pie, baked potato. You know what? I ain't too mad at that one.
No,
I know
good.
that song gonna be stuck in your head. Sir, I'll take one of those. I don't even know what to call it. Sir, put one of them loaded mashed baked potato chicken pot pies on my plate. Lord have mercy.
All right. Shout out to Christian Johnson. Grace and peace, everybody. We are back. Happy Monday morning to you. Happy Memorial Day. And this is just our Monday morning meeting. I thought it'd be fun to kind of start off with a little bit of fun with Christian Johnson. I have those loaded up. I got a couple more, so don't worry. Have no fear. We got some more shenanigans and hijinks planned with Mr. I think it's Christian Johnson. I forgot the name of the puppet. He has a name. I want to say it's Nathan. I think I might have made that up. Anyway, grace and peace, y'all. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Memorial Day. It is rainy here in Georgia, y'all. It's a rainy day in Georgia. So we're probably not going to be cooking out. But shout out to every man and woman who's made the ultimate sacrifice that allows us to do those kinds of things. So shout out to our brave men and women who have served our country. So shout out to you all. Happy Memorial Day to each and every one of you. If you have a one in your family that is we are memorializing, thank you so much for their sacrifice. Appreciate y'all. Thank you to everybody who's already jumped up in to the best live chat on the internet. I appreciate it. We had Whitaker Park in the building. Good to see you. Jenny, good to see you. Chris, what did you say? I'm with the puppet. Hey, some of these ones are pretty funny. Some of these ones are pretty good. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for sure. Is Texas Mom up in the building? I already say hi to her. There she is. Good to see you. Grace and peace to you, friend. Thank you so much for following through. Good morning to everybody. Thank you very much. Who else did I miss here? Mindy says hello to all. Always good to shout out the good people. There she is. It's the Amethyst Angel, the internet gangster. Who is the internet gangster? I see some people shouting out the internet gangster. Oh, there we go. Haven't watched in a while. From South Africa. Wow. So South Africa. Are y'all 7 hours behind? I think it is. It might be 7. I mean, 7 hours ahead of us. Yeah. So we're 7 hours behind, I think. Shout out to you, but I appreciate you tapping in with us either way. If you're 7 hours, that means it is like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But shout out for sure. We're in the past. We're in the past. You're in the future. I appreciate y'all falling through this morning. Thank you so much. All right. We just got a couple. It's 16. So yeah, 4:02. Yep. Okay. So you're 6 hours behind. Gotcha. Good to have you. Thank you so much. We got TJ up in the building. How are you, friend? Good to see you. All right. This is going to be a short show. I've been up all morning because I've had all kinds of hijinks going on in my house. We had a closet shelf completely give up the ghost last night. Dropped all my wife's clothes and sweaters and all that stuff. And it was crazy town. Got up this morning, made my way over to Home Depot to get the stuff. I put it back up. Everything's up and rocking. So I'm going to end this and I'm going to go put her stuff back up, make sure it stays right. It's been a morning though. It's been a morning this morning, but I do want to say thank you to everybody who's helped. The month of May, my goal for the month of May was to hit 150,000 likes. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for hitting the like button. No matter what, whether you hit it once or you hit it 100 times, if you hit it 1,000 times, I really would appreciate it. So I challenged a righteous perspective that my channel could hit 150,000 likes before his channel hit 150,000 likes. We're behind, and I think we might have lost. He hasn't reached out to me. We connect on Wednesday, so I'll find out. But I'm doing the bird hands. I don't think I won. I'll just say it like that. But I appreciate y'all nonetheless. So please continue to hit the like button, all that kind of good jazz. That's all I'm gonna be pushing every day. Subscribe and hit the like button. And always comment. You all always comment. The comments are always fast and furious. It's just the likes. So shout out to y'all. Thank you to everybody who's hit the like button. Even if you don't like me, hit the like button 3 times. I mean, that kind of sort of, it does the same thing. But anyway, I appreciate you. Now there is if you need a little bit of help, like where can I help you out, Jay Witt? Under playlist, there's a playlist called Can I Get a Like, Please? And it's just 7 videos that have done really well on the channel, but they don't have a lot of likes for whatever reason. Sometimes people really like a video and they just enjoy it. They'll even jump down to the comments and say something, but they won't actually hit the like button. There's no fault of anybody's. It's just human nature. I will not torture you with me singing Human Nature in honor of the Michael Jackson movie. I won't do that, but you got it in your head now. You're welcome. So it's just human nature. Sometimes we watch a video and we don't actually hit the like button. So there's actually on my channel, there's a playlist called Can I Get a Like, Please? And it's like 7 videos. Again, they've done really well on the channel, but they just don't have a lot of likes. So, hey, help a brother out if you want to. Go ahead and do that. I'm reading along. Me and Tracy are having a good time reading and talking. We're doing this book giveaway on Sunday. So if you're interested in Tracy Martin's book, Leaning into Legacy, I'll give you a little bit more feedback throughout the week as I finish this book up. But it's actually a really good read so far. Also, if you're on Goodreads, you can follow me on Goodreads. That's where I keep up with all my books that I'm reading. If you want to be considered in the book giveaway, there is a video. And actually, there's a community post right now. You can go to the community post, watch the video, and just type in the comments TM. We're going to go ahead and do a drawing from there on Sunday and get these books out to you all. She's giving me 3 books. If the particular video that we're talking about, if it hits 10,000 views, she'll give me 2 more books. So, 100,000 would be crazy. What is Black Sigma saying this morning? All right, what do you say here? Good morning. I want to give a special shout out to Shay from the Late Night Crew who discussed the politics related to Tiffany Henyard. Hope you interview him in the future. Uh, thank you, Black Signal, for the 10. Could you shoot me an email with this person? I have not been keeping up with the late night crew. And this is the late night crew, you said? Yeah. Could you just shoot me an email? jwitt@jwitt.com. I'll definitely check them out. But let's just keep it 100. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but let's just keep it 100. Tiffany Henyard has absolutely no intention of winning that race. Not here in Fulton County. It's just not going to happen. I do believe that it's a money grab. I do believe that money will be coming in that kind of, slides off the table into somebody's shoe, slides off the table in somebody's purse. That's what I really believe this is about. I'm sorry. There's no way around it, because there's no way you could think that you're going to win. When you go to Facebook right now, the 4 women that were running for the Fulton County Commission 5th district position, they are so active on Facebook right now. And 3 of them have already lost, right? It's Sojourner I apologize. I forgot her name off the top of my head. But Sojourner is the one that has won. And I mean, she won demonstratively. She won seriously. But the other women are still actively engaged on Facebook. You would think they're still campaigning. You know what they're doing? They're laying the groundwork for the next election cycle. They're laying the groundwork for the next time they can run for a position. I told you that machine is already rolling. Once that machine gets going, that inertia is going, that avalanche ain't gonna stop. Tiffany Henyard still hasn't put up anything that shows her policies, her position, anything of that nature. I'm looking right now. Helen Wilson is the winner, right? But then we got Jazz Thomas, she's active. Sojourner Marable, she's active. And then they're kind of parsed out now because I got a lot more people that are following me and their stories are popping up. But Felicity, there we go, Felicity. And they are active on, I still have yet to see anything that measures any kind of active behavior of Tiffany Henyard's on Facebook. And I'm not saying that you only go on Facebook, but that's a good indicator of how serious you are. She put up a post about thank you, but baby, you weren't even running against anybody. It wasn't a race. So somebody said, I thought she won. No, she didn't win. She was running as a Republican and there was no other Republican candidates. So you almost de facto won. Because if you look at the win ratio, if she had run against somebody, she would have definitely lost. There's no way around that part. She would have unequivocally lost. Let me bring that in real quick. Where's my little here it is right here. Because I wasn't planning on talking about that, but I shout out to Black Sigma. I appreciate him for supporting the channel for sure. Let me make this larger. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's look at this real quick. And I'm just going to tell you, Tiffany Henyard has absolutely no hope of winning. None whatsoever. I understand, but there's no hope. Tiffany Henyard running for District 5 position, she got 1,136 votes. Okay. Helen Willis got 16,000 votes. The next one is Sojourner Marable. She got 13,000 votes. Felicity came in third. She had 4,900 votes. And then lastly, Jazz Thomas, she had 3,400. If you add those together, that's 39,000 votes. That's not even, we're not even in the solar system. But watch this. This is the thing that people are not paying attention to. Eric Tatum, very nice guy. He's running for Rob Pitt's position on the Fulton County Commission. He is a Republican. He's a Republican. So he is on the same ticket as Tiffany Henyard was. Okay? He's on the same ticket as Tiffany Henyard was. He got 36,000 votes. 36,000 votes. But he was on the same ticket as Tiffany Henyard. Why do you keep saying that, Jason? That means 35,000 people did not vote for Tiffany Henyard, but they did vote for Eric Tatum. They're not going to vote for. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, if she had gotten, if Tiffany Henyard had got 30,000 votes, then we might be oh, we might have a horse race here. We might have something to talk about. But the one, Eric Tatum, who's on the same ticket, ran as a Republican. got 36,000, please forgive me, 36,000 votes. Tiffany Henyard ran as a Republican on the same ticket as Eric, and she only got 1,100. There's no way. And as the kids would say, she's cooked. She's cooked. It's over. It's a wrap. Insert the Vince Carter, it's over meme. Shout out to A Righteous Perspective. Grace and peace to you, friend. Thank you so much. Y'all, right? Wise coming up in here dropping memberships. Y'all, if you got a membership from Wise, please make sure you say thank you to him. We're Southerners, and we like to be kind and gracious. Oh, by the way, shout out, Wise is back in the South now. So we're going to make sure we say thank you. Please make sure, if you got a membership, please make sure you tell A Righteous Perspective, thank you so much. All right, so that I don't believe, back to my brother right here. Thank you so much, Black Sigma, for supporting the channel. I don't think Tiffany Henyard has any intention at all of winning this race. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. When you look at how gangster these people are that are running, and they've already lost. They've already moved on. Like Helen Willis is the Democrat nominee. But you wouldn't tell if you looked at Felicity's channel. You couldn't tell if you looked at Sojourner's channel. They are going at it. They are active all the time. I'm still waiting for Tiffany to put up any kind of policies, any kind of platform. It's not happening. Again, like it's not going to happen. So I'm going to talk about Storybox in a second. I have him queued up to talk about. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I will be talking about Storybox in a few minutes. But yeah, so I don't think to me, I think it's really just a money grab. I think it's just you know what, let me get out here, stir up some stuff, maybe to get some activity at her store, maybe to get some attention there, but it's definitely not to win. It is not to win. She's running that race not to win that race. Prove me wrong. Show me where you would say, oh, she's really trying to capitalize on that. Not a bit. What do we say? Why didn't you push that name like Jay Witt? That's the first time I've heard it. The other Republican. I've talked about Eric Tatum. I've actually talked to Eric Tatum on the phone several times. Invited him to come do a podcast together. Now I don't talk about, like, if I haven't coordinated with him and said, oh, I know we're gonna do a project, I don't do that. But I'm not certain, 100% certain. I know what you mean. If I've done something wrong, please let me know. But shout out to the best live chat on the internet. This was not planned to be a super long show today, but I do want to say thank y'all so much to everybody. Just have a good, happy Memorial Day. I don't know if y'all cooking out. Like I said, it's a rainy day here in Georgia. So we're not doing a lot of cooking out today, but I just want to say that for sure. Now, in order to keep this thing going, I do want to break it up a little bit. I'm going to bring in a commercial break. Let's bring Christian back in here. I should cut those off, but give respect. This is so funny.
That was celery, bell pepper, and onion. What you making? Okay, now he adding the endow sausage and chicken thighs. I'm sorry, run that by me one more time. What kind of sausage? A-N-D-O, dow? It ain't no endow. What you mean? It's andouille. Say it with me. Do we have a problem? Because you always act like you know everything.
Let me ask a question real quick. What is he making? Put it in the chat real quick. I want to know what is he making? Tell me what he's making. I want to see if you all, and please, if you've already seen this video, no cheating. What is he making? Tell me, what is he making? I'm gonna see what y'all say. Are we good, Samantha? We good? We good? Okay, jambalaya. Okay, I can get with that. I can see where you're coming from with that. What's he making? Oh, look at that. What he making? Come on, y'all. Don't let me down.
Now, if I know a thing or two, I know he making some gum.
What's he making, y'all? Tell me what do you think he's making? Because it's got to be something interesting if Christian is talking about it. What is this brother making? Somebody already said jambalaya. You think he's making gumbo? That's a fair and reasonable thought process. And I'm laughing for a reason, right? Let me bring it in. Caleb got it. You sure? You sure? Okay. I see you. Okay. Let's see what he does. Let's go.
Gumbo. Hey, now I like me some gumbo.
Okay. Gumbo. All right.
Okay, yeah, I love the color of that roux. That turned out just right. What's that he got in his hand? Some dough? Oh.
Somebody.
Told you.
I knew he never. Sir, what you got going on?
I told you. Yes, he did do that. Yes, he did.
Sweet Italian Louisiana Jesus. He just made gumbo pizza, baby. Oh, heavenly Saboro gumbo father.
And it looks good.
Every time I think we had done reached the end of what we can put on top of pizza. I thought we had done reached the cul-de-sac of pizza toppings. Y'all let me know. No, we ain't done yet. I'm trying to keep myself together. Please do. I'm starting to feel like Jagged Edge. Hey, I want some of that. No, actually, I want all of that. Cause I love a big back snack. Because I never seen pizza with the roux and the andouille sausage, even the chicken thighs. He made pizza with the gumbo. Oh, 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 oh. Gumbo. Oh, 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 oh. Gumbo. Oh, 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 oh. He made pizza with the gumbo. Sir, I wasn't playing. I'll take the whole thing. Cheese with gumbo making me a little nervous, but you know what, sir? I'm going to take a few slices of that gum pizza. Lord have mercy.
I told you, you were not prepared for that. I told you. I was not prepared. Uh-oh, I done hit rewind all the way back. I
thought we had to reach the coldest. Sir, I wasn't playing. I'll take the whole thing.
Y'all pray for your boy. Pray for me. We're gonna talk about Storybox after this, though. So let's talk about it. Shout out to Jay from Storybox. Let me pull that video in. I should have had that ready. That's what I should have been doing. All right. So Jay from Storybox, he did a really good video this morning, kind of giving the lay of the land and how he's feeling related to doing content. And I feel what he's talking about. I feel him. So we're gonna talk about this and have a good conversation. Let me hear what y'all think. If you've seen the video, definitely jump in and chime in. If you haven't, don't worry about it. We're gonna watch it together. So shout out to Jay from Storybox. I think he's okay. He's just kind of, as most of us are, kind of burned out with some of the content. So let's go. Green hearts in the chat when you can hear.
And it's a video every single day.
Wait, why did it back up?
I've been thinking long and hard about the direction of this show moving forward. And no, this is not me saying that I'm going to stop doing the show, because I am not going to stop doing the show. So don't worry about that, especially for those of you that just joined. I am just going to be changing things a little bit, because if you have just joined as a new subscriber, firstly, welcome.
Welcome.
But for some of my followers that have been here for a long time, you may have seen that I'm exhausted. Some of you have left comments saying that I need to take care of myself and have a break. And the weight of this evil world and the evil that I am talking about and trying to make sense of for you guys, and hopefully you guys can see the amount of effort and work that I put in. And sometimes it doesn't really even reap dividends. Sometimes there's like nothing that really happens at all. And like whether it's financially or just changing someone's viewpoint, it kind of feels like, sometimes it comes in waves, right? You have a nice high, then you have a big crash, and there's so much going on in this world, so much evil, and I'm an empath, so I feel a lot of it. And then I'm trying to make sense of it, and it's just me that does this show, and I'm organizing 3 episodes for you all a day. And no one sees like the behind the scenes either. No one sees the many hours that I put in just to make one video, let alone 3. And I'm very persistent. I'm very disciplined, no doubt about that. But I'm just exhausted. I'm exhausted with Candace. So unless she does something that's super out there and that I haven't actually spoken about before, and I have something new to add and new to say, then I'm just done with her. I'm done with her nonsense. I think God's going to do whatever he would like to do in that sort of instance. And I feel like lately everyone is sort of sick of me talking about her and what she's doing. I've noticed it.
I'm gonna just jump in real quick. Shout out to Jay from Storybox. If I'll make sure I add this. I didn't add it to the description, or if the mods want to drop it in the description, definitely please do so. I totally feel you, and hence why we stopped doing the daily show dealing with Candace, because it is so draining. It is spiritually draining, and you know, wherever you land in the spiritual draining faith discussion, please understand that Candace is evil, and you can only deal with this much wicked, evil behavior for so long before it starts negatively impacting you. That's just it. There's no other way around that. Matter of fact, that's why I've been focusing, trying to focus off of Candace. You still talk about Candace, but we're not doing wide, 2 and 3 hour long shows about her. That's just ridiculous. It's insane. And so I don't think Jay was doing that much, but I do think that just in life in general, dealing with Candace is very, as somebody says right here, it's very toxic. It is toxic. There's no way around it. And Cantifa, y'all can email management, come on up here to the front of the church, but it doesn't change anything. And so I feel what Jay's going through, because that's why I stopped doing it. That's why I stopped doing it. And I don't think the audience has been mad, disappointed, or upset with me that I stopped doing those long Candace episodes, because they're just ridiculous. And I'm going to go on a limb here and say, on Thursday, when Hunter Biden read that Bible passage, James chapter 3, to Candace, thinking it was a prayer, and he read that passage here, I do think something changed. I do think that was just take your hands off Candace. Like, I know we've said it before, and I'll say it very clearly. God is going to deal with Candace accordingly. I think that was the last step. The fact that former crackhead came in there and read that passage to her so clear, so cogently, I think, at this point, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to still make content dunking on her, but I'm good, because clearly God has given her over at this point. So let's finish up with Jay. Shout out to Jay from the Story Box.
Not just through the views, but the comments. And while her audience is quite strong, while she has a very loyal cult following, I've just had enough. It's part of the contribution to my exhaustion, because it's just weighing heavy. And like I said in my video yesterday, I don't want this show to be known as a Candace Owens calling out show. Like, I don't want to be seen as being obsessed with her, because I'm not. And I want to do some different videos. I want to bring some joy and some positivity to this world, and share some things that I have learned in the course of my life. And I feel like that's going to be beneficial more than me. I feel like that's going to make more of an impact, more of a difference than me constantly calling out a dingbat that many people just, if they're smart enough, they will see that she is evil and what she's doing is evil. And I saw it as an opportunity when she started to try and convince people that you shouldn't be listening to this person. She's not a good person to listen to. And as time went on, crazier she got, more insane the lies got, the more I started making videos to just counteract Some did well, others not so much. But the point being here is I am just done with it all. You reach those points in life where you just can't. You can't keep feeding almost like this beast that's pretty much by now self-sufficient. And the hate, while we fight and while I continue to fight, the hate is just next level. The hate just continues to grow. And I don't want to be part of the hate anymore. I want to be part of spreading love. I want to be part of making an impact in this world for good. And while I know that I do that right now with the videos that I make and standing up for righteousness and justice and good things, right now I'm just really, really done with all of this crap in the world. Like yesterday, put out one video because I just didn't have the energy and I couldn't care less about someone, again, shooting up the White House. He ended up losing his life. Like, this is the world that we live in. It's the same repetitive crap day in, day out. And I think it's important. I think it's imperative that we send the right messages, that I send the right messages. Like, I know that I have been on this show many times over, but sometimes I feel like I'm almost contributing to this hateful divide. And it's weighed on me a lot. And I see the comments that, like, the hypocritical nature. Like, how is what I'm doing any different? Because I know that I'm on the side of truth, but in essence, I'm just feeling like I am, like, sure, Candace is a dingbat. Sure, she's doing evil things. Sure, she's a narcissist and a psychopath. But when I think about it deeply, I'm just like, well, she's all those things, but in reality, what am I doing to help people see that for themselves? I can tell someone until they're blue in the face. I can sound like a broken down record, which I have been time and time again for the last 8 months, almost now. And it's a video every single day. And I think it's important, like, for this show moving forward, to start contributing some good things to this world, and still calling out evil when I can.
Absolutely.
I'll continue doing that. So it may look like one video a day. It may look like 2 to 3. It just all depends on how I'm feeling. It all depends on whether or not I have energy. And it will come at a cost to the financial side. Again, I'm being honest and very candid to you all. Who knows? It may end up being better. I don't know. But I know that right now, where my heart and where my head is at, where my spirit is at, it's empty, it's flat. And it needs to be revitalized again. I've spent years building this show, years of hard work, of seeing not really much reward at all, hoping that the show would, hit one viral video, hoping that one episode would get over 1 million views. And I thought, just one. And I'm immensely grateful for almost 120,000 of you. Like, that's no small amount of people.
Crazy.
And I'm humbled by that every day. And that's why I take immense responsibility on leading you guys in the right way. Not in the wrong way, the right way. And if I have contributed to the hate and division. And I don't think name calling is, I mean, it's funny and it doesn't make it not true, but I don't think that it's beneficial, so to speak. And if that means that people drop off and no longer want to support this show, then that's okay. I'm taking an immense risk. And like I said, it will definitely cost this show financially, which I do rely on. It is, well, this is like my second job, and it has helped me do things that I didn't expect to be able to do. Help out my mum, help out my friends, you know, all these things, and even help myself. So I've never asked you guys for money. Never will. I only want to help, to be a guide and a light to you all. And I am honored to be doing this show for you all. If you want to give, if you want to support, you can. There's Patreon, there's PayPal, and for everyone that has sent me money over the years and said, Jay, keep going. At times when I felt really flat and low, I see you. Thank you. You know exactly who you are. For those that keep supporting on Patreon, thank you. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. So this is not a video of me going anywhere per se. This is more just a change. Okay, it's more just like me letting you all know that the time has come for me to change the direction of this show for the better. I feel like I've done it a few times now, and I feel like now is the time. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think, because while this is the show that I host, I want this to be just as much as your show too, because you guys watch, you guys are invested just as much as I am. So let me know in the comment section what you feel like and what kind of content you would like to see as well moving forward. Because I want to have fun. I want to bring some positive energy and some light into this world for a change. Also calling out the evil. But anyway, thank you all so much for your support. I'm honored, I'm grateful, and I'm humbled by it. You guys take care. You be blessed. And I'll see you all in the next video.
All right. Shout out to Jay from Storybox. And I can totally feel him. I totally understand what he is going through and dealing with, because Candace content is way draining. My hat goes off to people that deal with it on a regular basis, but I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's healthy at all. I really don't. Yeah, I don't think it's good. So one of the things that I've instituted on my channel, if you've noticed, I've cut down. Again, I'll put up videos about Candace. Don't worry about that. She's still buying my Hellcat. But I actually have a playlist from my church where my pastor we're going through the book of James. And every Sunday when they upload the new one, I put it in there and added a little song in there. I just realized that. Notice that. But we're going line upon line through the book of James. And this is a great way to, I vouch for my pastor. This is where I get spiritually fed once a week at least. And so if you're looking for something of that nature, bada boom, bada bing, the book of James is right there. And I'll probably start doing the other ones as well as we're finishing up the book of James, probably by the end of the summer. And there's great sermons, just wonderful sermons that you can, great sermons that you can edify you aside from what you're getting in your own church environment and such of that nature. So that was that. I want to make sure I brought that up to you and gave you that option. Let me put that in the, I think I have it saved here. Bada boom. I don't think that's it. Okay. If the mods could help me brother out. Some reason or other it's not giving me the right URL. Hoping it's the right URL. Whew, help them, Lord. All right, there it is. I think that's it. So I'm putting that in there for y'all. So check it out. Let me know what you think. I appreciate y'all. Okay, let's shout out to Jay from Storybox. I did shoot him a message because he's been on the channel before, and I'd be happy to have him come on again. We can talk about something totally different. We can do some Charlie Kirk debate dissections. We can talk about, he likes movies. Maybe we'll do like a movie review or something. I mean, there's 1,000 things we could talk about that don't even rhyme with Candace, right? There's so much. So, shout out to Jay from Storybox. I totally understand where he is. And if he wants to talk about something or come on over here and we could do something different, I will absolutely have him come on. What's going on? We got my nurse over there in the UK. I'm doing quite well. How are you, friend? Janice, for some reason or another, I feel like we were supposed to talk. Were you supposed to send me an email or did I just make that up? I might have made that up. It's very possible I just made that up. But weren't you supposed to send me an email? I feel like we were supposed to talk about something. I think you should send me an email. How about that? Then that way I don't sound crazy. Yeah, glad to have you here. Absolutely. We can talk about the Michael Jackson. Okay, somebody has ruined my life by telling me there's a part 2 to the Michael Jackson movie that they're considering. Like, yay. I don't need a trilogy. I don't need a Michael Jackson trilogy. But I don't know. I thought the movie was good. I'm fine with that being the end of it. I didn't need anything. I understand. I didn't get Remember the Time. I didn't get Dirty Diana. I didn't get, I got you. I was fine with the way the movie ended. That's just all I'm going to say. I was fine with the way it ended. Like, okay, this is a good ending. I thought it was a good movie. And I've seen a lot of people say that they don't like it. Okay, fine. Rock on like Donkey Kong. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I thought it was a good movie. Hey, let's take a station break. Let's bring Christian back up in here. Did you like Trilogy? Did you get that? Did I not say it? That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to say Trilogy. Okay. Let's bring Christian back up in here real quick. Commercial break. All right. In honor of the spicy
What they say,
bowl,
seafood boil, but make it with.
See, that's why we can't have nice things. What? Yeah, nobody wants that.
Well, blessed be. I mean, sweet tenderism Jesus. They made a seafood boil with barbecue meat. Oh, heavenly finger-licking Father, look at all that sauce. Got me ready to bite these belines. I mean, because we done seen some stuff before. I done seen seafood boil, like seafood in a bag. Some people even put chicken wings, but this here, barbecue in a bag? Like, and sir, I know you're not going to finish all that. Share some with us. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to keep myself together. You know what? I don't blame you if you cut loose a little bit. Good, because I'm starting to feel like a devil. I thought I've seen it all, but I never seen these. They made a seafood boil with the chicken wings and barbecue ribs. Now that's all right there. Mr. White Man, if you could just be ever so kind and put some of that barbecue in this aluminum foil. That foil ain't gonna be enough. Sir, put that barbecue inside my bag. Lord have mercy.
I think this is the last one coming up, and this was extra ridiculous. This one was extra ridiculous. We say the most ridiculousness for the end.
Nacho queso.
Woo! Somebody! Sir. Sir, get off that ground and out that sun. You don't think you tanned enough? I mean, it looked like instead of sunscreen, he used kerosene. I mean, I get it. Some people do like to get a little darker, but sir, you done went from Caucasian to cremation. Lord have mercy. Tampa, Florida, I wasn't sure if you know or not, but the Life Be Life tour is in your city this Sunday, okay? May 17th at the Tampa Funny Bone. Get your tickets. Tell friends and family, co-workers, all y'all meet me down at the Tampa Funny Bone. Lord have mercy.
Raya, what year were you born?
2005.
Anthony, what year were you born?
2005.
maybe he didn't hear the question right. Maybe because you was born in 2005? I mean, I'm not saying you lying, but woo. I mean, and I mean this in the most respectful way. Like, if they was doing the Family Matters reboot, they would cast you as Carl Winslow. I'm talking about just the mustache and the hairline. It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on a newspaper page. Lord have mercy.
Maybe that wasn't the last one. Oh, I got another. Oh, I do have another one. I'm sorry. All right, we're going to finish this up. I'm going to talk about Odyssey.
She has a sister who's younger.
We married?
Yep.
Okay, how long we been married?
14 years.
14, that's a beautiful time. That's a beautiful time, man. Where you meet your lady at?
Her dad.
Wait, hold on. Let's try that one more time. I said, where you meet your lady at? You said her dad.
Her dad introduced me to her.
Oh, okay. All right, there you go. So your dad, he was fond of you and was like, you know what, you should probably date my daughter.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, we just gonna go with it. Okay, all right. So y'all exchanged numbers, went out on a date or two?
He invited me for lunch with the family.
When did you put two and two together that your dad was trying to play matchmaker?
Not my dad. He actually thought that when Michael asked,
Take your time, ma'am. You having a hard time recollecting, I tell you that.
Michael asked my dad permission to take me on a date, and my dad thought...
Nope, hold on.
Uh-oh. Give us the real story, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
She has a sister who's younger.
Oh.
He said which one.
Oh, he didn't know which one.
Her sister was 16.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Woo. And how old were you at the time?
I was 27.
You was 27 at the time. And he asked which one? Wait a minute. What? What's happening here? What? That one that ain't gonna take me to jail? Like, what? Is everything all right? Was that his, like, okay. Because what would make him say which one?
Her parents got married young.
Oh, but sir, you was 27.
Yeah.
So is it an age gap between you and your parents? Like your parents got an age gap?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
6
talk
years.
Okay.
Yeah. They started dating when my mom was 13.
Your mom was 13. 6 years.
Yeah.
Lord, what is going on here?
Now, I ain't the best at math. But if you carry the one.
Yeah.
Y'all on that Robert Kelly calculus, ain't you? I don't like them numbers at all. That's 19, ain't it? 19 and 13. What do you have to relate to with a 13-year-old? You know what? That's y'all business. You know what? You know what?
It caught me off guard.
They caught y'all guard, and you still joined the family. That's crazy. That's crazy. We're gonna keep it moving. Lord have mercy.
Shout out to Christian Johnson. Shout out to Christian. I appreciate him. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Good guy, man. He's a good cat. He is definitely funny. All right, y'all. I've told y'all this before. Like, I have no interest in Hollywood whatsoever. I think Hollywood is total trash. And they're morally bankrupt. They're creatively bankrupt. The only thing is that they're not financially bankrupt. And sadly, that's it. That's the only thing going on from Hollywood is they got a lot of money. And they can just put trash out there on a regular basis. And I'm sorry, catch me outside. The Christopher Nolan Odyssey movie looks like hot garbage. I'm going to say this too, just so I can make sure I offend everybody. Supergirl looks like hot garbage. He-Man looks like warm trash. I'm holding out hope for He-Man for some reason or other. I got this feeling about He-Man that it might very well pull a surprise. But the Mandalorian and Grogu, they knew that was garbage when they put it out. They knew it. Like, Hollywood doesn't learn from its mistakes. It doubles down, triples down, quadruples down on its mistakes. That's it. There's another way around it. Christopher Nolan should never have done what he's going to do to the Odyssey. And, you know, I do consider that part of this problem is back in the 2020, the summer of love, everybody was racially sensitive. People who were just minding their own, white people who were just minding their own business were tripping over themselves to prove that they were not racist, partial, bigots, whatever. They were just like, I got to prove it. And so they went above and beyond to prove something that they weren't doing, which, by the way, they weren't doing it in the first place. So now they had to prove that they weren't doing it. Well, now, fast forward 6 years later, we're now in the place now where white people are doing the exact same thing, co-opting entire IPs just so they can reflect that they're not whatever fill in the blank, whatever the negative term is this week. So in order to not be the negative term, we're going to do this. It is just dumb. Like, I'm sorry, there's no other way around it. Like, the Odyssey is going to fail. It's going to fail bad too. And they're going to find some way to make it, they're going to doll it up, and they're going to spruce it up and say that it's all the fans. It's going to be all of the negative review bombing. It's going to be and it's going to be people who just like, this is garbage. This is trash. So, I mean, I've done, you know, multiple episodes about alternative media and coming up with the stuff that you really want to watch, so on and so forth, and support brands that support what your vision is, and it's such of that nature. And at this stage of the game, I'm just like, whatever. I don't even care anymore. I had no intention of watching it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be garbage. I might laugh and giggle at some channels that are poking fun of it, but I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. And the problem is, as we keep continuing down this train, in the future, we'll lose what it actually meant to be a Greek, or what it means to be European, what it means to be South American, because we're trying to race swap and check all of these boxes that eventually we're going to get in a place where we don't have a clear understanding. Like, for example, Egyptians were not Black Africans by any means and measures, but now, because we just keep doing this kind of stuff, people will no longer believe or understand that Egyptians were not sub-Saharan Africans. And we're going to do this all over the place. We got African Asians, and we're going to have African Eskimos. And I mean, at this point, we're going to lose the reality of the people groups which have value in the world. There's value to Siberians, right? There's value to Canadians in the whole scheme of human experience and existence. There's value to the fact that there were Canadians or there were American Indians, fill in the blanks. But we're going to make it seem like everybody in the world was the exact same. Give me about 100 years, everybody in the world is going to be the exact same. Some kind of mixed, homogenous, blonde hair, nappy head, wide nose, tan person. Like, that's what every human is going to look like. Give them 100 years if we make it that long. Shout out to Amethyst. What did Amethyst say here? Amethyst said, illiterates will watch the Odyssey and take the exam saying, right, they read the book. I mean, there's a whole schema of people doing that on TikTok, like taking books and doing reviews on TikTok, of all places, and people watching the TikToks and thinking that they've got a grasp of the book. I mean, we're not even talking about Cliff Notes stuff. This is not even Cleveland Notes. I mean, this is a TikTok, less than 3 minutes video clip, and that's what they think they've watched the movie or read the book. And it's crazy work. And that's exactly what happens. Thank you so much, Amethyst, for the 5. I appreciate you. Wait, what did you say here? Why do all the Americans in Europe just sit all day crying colonizer, and who's your healthcare? I don't know. That's a great question, but I don't understand. I disagree. People will still look diverse. We won't blend in together. No, maybe I should say it differently. If you follow, well, I do believe that I don't believe we're going, if the way that people want it to be in media and such like that, it will be that everybody on the world looks the same. That'll be the reality. And I'm not saying that everybody will, like, in reality, but I'm saying like in media. So in your books and your movies and such like that, in a few years, everybody will look the exact same. All right, what we got here? Yeah. You know, and here's an example. Here's a thought experiment just to kind of make my case that they just want everybody to be a hybrid. How many people, you don't have to raise your hand, but how many of you all watched or paid attention to, heard about the latest Star Trek Academy? I mean, you don't have to raise your hand high, I understand, but you can just raise your pinky. Okay, did you watch it? Are you familiar with it? And such like that. If you notice, every single character except for the 2 holograms was a hybrid. Every character in the show was a hybrid. Whether it was a Klingon in this, it was a Bajoran in this, it was a Kardashian in this, every single character in the show was a hybrid. Every last one of them. There was no pure blood, any alien race on the show. Everyone was a mix of something. So I just want to point that out. That's what they want to happen in the world, is they want us to be perceived as just everybody's a hybrid of something. So there's no, Europeans. There are no Latin Americans. There are no Canadians. Everybody's some kind of homogenization of everything. Yeah, that's just my takeaway. Feel free to email management if you disagree. Yep, Klingons were mixed. They were mixtures. Every character in that show was a mixture, was a hybrid of something. There were no pure blood, whatever the alien race is. They were all some kind, and even the races that were genetically created that didn't even have females. Somehow or another, they came up and got the Bajorans, which are, Jem'Hadar. I'm sorry, the Jem'Hadar, which is a genetically modified race. There are no females in it. They don't procreate. They are genetically modified and created in a petri dish. Somehow or another, they had a Klingon Jem'Hadar. How did you do that? How did that even happen? Oh, and it was a female. How did that even work? That doesn't even make sense. But every last one of them. It's the mingling. They're over there mingling. Nope. I thought he was a mix. Let me see. Was he a pure blood? I thought he was a human hybrid. I could be wrong. I'll take it if I'm wrong, but it won't change much. I get your point, Jason. I thought you were talking about in the real world. And maybe I could have said it wrong too. Caleb, I apologize if I said it wrong. In media, they will create this environment where everybody's a mixture. Here's another example that I think will help seal the deal in real time, in reality. The next time your television is on, pay attention to the commercials. Do you notice how many mixed race relationships you see in commercials now? You would think, well, first of all, I don't know how we have racism when everybody's hooking up with every other people group. But if you look at commercials now, there is no black man, black woman, black children. There's no white man, white woman, white children. It is always some hybrid, some mixture of something. And I'm just saying, like, they don't want you to be happy. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with interracial relationships. All I'm saying is every one of them, though, every one of them. That don't look like anything you see at your Publix. That is not what you see in your local parlance of life. You don't see every single person is in a mixed race relationship. That's not reality. Does that mean that there are some? Absolutely some. But every one of them, though? Everyone? I don't know about that. Shout out to you. Eclectic in the building. Eclectic's in the house. What's going on? Good folk done popped up in here. I see y'all. I see you. Wait, what? There was a commercial campaign in Sweden to shame them into dating only within their race. Really? We're in a weird world, man. We're in an upside down, sideways world. You're right. We'll all look the same when Jesus cracks the sky. Then comes the judgment. I agree with you 100%. My point is simply this: the ideas, because there are, for example, there is value from understanding Greek culture, since Greek culture played a pivotal role in Western society. I mean, we're not going to beat those charges, so we might as well just go ahead and embrace it. So there's value in us understanding Greek culture. There's a reason why. So when we create this environment where Greek culture is not Greek culture, I mean, for crying out loud, Christopher Nolan couldn't even find any Greek people to play in the movie. For crying out loud, like not a one. There's memes going around about, I guess there's something with the Greek weather announcers and meteorologists. They're like, they could have picked any one of the Greek meteorologists to play Helen of Troy. Like, why did they why are there no Greek people in the movie? Beautiful or not, good, bad, or indifferent, but you couldn't have tapped any Greek people in a movie that comes primarily from Greece? That makes no sense. It's just, to me, and it just shows just the inability of Hollywood to listen to and read the room. And again, you're just going to keep losing money. You're going to keep losing money. You're going to keep trying to rebrand and recast a whole nother. They're talking about redoing the whole Star Wars New Hope, starting with New Hope, which most of us remember from the 70s. They're going to redo that. I'm like, man, that's because you have no creativity. Like your whole thing, like when you try to be creative and well, actually, I don't even know if they were even being creative with those prequel trilogies, those sequel trilogies. I don't think that was even trying to be creative. But instead of doing what should be done, like again, let's talk about movies and original content. And I've talked about this before. Well, that's part of the problem right here. Is they're hell bent on inserting things into content that were never there, or making issues in content that are not germane to the text or to the content that we're watching. But watch this. If people like to point out and say, oh, so and so is racist because he wants Superman to stay white, or so and so is racist because he doesn't think that Peter Darker, aka Miles Morales, is the valid Spider-Man. But the question must be, or you must start asking yourself, with all of this content that is out there, myths, legends, lore, and just outright stuff that you could create, why is it that you have to keep taking a historically white character, looking at you, Ariel, Little Mermaid, a historically white character, Helen of Troy, and make them black? Why do you have to do that? Because in your mind, the only valid Little Mermaid, the only valid Helen of Troy, the only valid Kal-El, the only valid Peter Parker is the white one. And therefore, the only way that you can gain validity is by taking the white character and making them black. Because there are, and I've done this before on this channel, if y'all want me to, let me know. We've gone through all of the Marvel and DC and independent comics, all of their IPs, all of their intellectual properties that are predominantly black characters. Marvel has like 200, I think DC has 300 black characters that they can use. And independent comics has tons more. These are characters that are not derivatives. So we're not talking about black Batman. We're not talking about black Superman. We're talking about independent characters that are not derivatives. They can just use them on their own. You know what they don't do? They don't use them. Because the only valid Wonder Woman is Diana Troy. And don't talk to me about Nubia. Don't even do that, because you know Nubia was just they brought that in, Diana Troy's black sister. Make that make sense. Like, come on. She's from the south side of the Amazon. That was just dumb. But there are so many characters that they could talk about. And for crying, and y'all can say that I'm wrong, but they made a whole country called Wakanda. And why do you not talk about Wakanda? You don't need any white characters. There's so much lore around the Black Panther. You don't ever have to leave out of the Wakanda. There's so much lore. Why do y'all have to do it? Because the only valid characters are white characters. So when they say that we're racist, they are truly the ones that are racist, because the only valid characters in comic books, only valid characters in movies are white characters. And the only way that they can gain validity is take the white character and make them black. Take the white character and make them whatever, fill in the blank. Because if they didn't, they could sit there and just they could go right to Wakanda and go to town. There are so many. Just, I promise you right now, humor yourself and just go and look up Marvel Comics Wakanda characters, Black Panther characters. Your mind will be like, wait, what are we doing here, people? If they were serious, they don't even have to bring the Atlanteans into it. They could stay right in Wakanda. There's so many characters. They don't have to do all this stuff that they're doing. They don't have to do it. All right, let me see. Hold on. I'm just peeping right here. What if they start taking black characters and make them but they won't do that. See, then all of a sudden they'll be racist for doing that. If they make Black Panther a white man, then everybody gonna lose their mind. But they can take Superman and make him black and nobody bats an eye. That would consider racist for taking the characters and make them black would be okay. Because right, see, but it's all just an argument in foolishness. That's why I'm saying like they're morally bankrupt. I had to find the video. I did a video when Little Mermaid came out. And I was like, you do realize that there was a black mermaid in the Little Mermaid universe, and Little Mermaid ocean, right? There was already a black character. You already had a black mermaid, and she was hearing impaired. She was deaf. So you actually had 2 box checks from that alone. Actually 3, I guess you could say. She was a woman, she was black, and she was deaf. You had 3 box checks if you wanted to do the box checking game. Her name was Gabriella. Like, why didn't y'all just use her? You didn't need to bring Ariel into it and make Ariel a black girl and get all this stir and everything like that. You didn't need to do it. You could have just used the black character that you already had. She was already in the Little Mermaid universe. And you would have had no stir. But because the only valid characters are white characters, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Somebody prove me wrong that Ariel, the white Ariel with the red hair, is not as valuable as Ariel, the what was her name? I forgot the young lady that played her. And then I'm gonna ask you, well, why did they not use Gabrielle? And then you're gonna be Hamada, and you're gonna prove my point. The only valid Little Mermaid was Ariel. The only valid Peter Parker is Peter Parker. Spider-Man is Peter Parker. That's why they made Miles Morales, or I call him Peter Darker, because he's literally Peter Parker, just black. He's the exact same person. He's just black. Now, granted, the Spider-Man lore is crazy town, and there's not a good black Spider-Man, but you know what? There are so many characters. You don't need them, but that's the problem. Hollywood and what we call traditional media is so creatively bankrupt. They can't think like, hey, we have Luke Cage, who is, again, like a very, very much an unstoppable Superman without flying and heat vision. Why are we not using him? Oh, because I don't know. Let's go make Superman black. There are so many independent comic books out here, and I support tons of them. Y'all know I talk about the Rippaverse all the time. I have almost an entire shelf of independent comics right here on my bookshelf right here. So my money's where my mouth is. I'm not the amount of work that it takes to get one started, but why not just support those that do? Hence where we started with this conversation. Support things that you want to see. I want to see more independent comics, just creative comics, because I believe that comic books are a great way of teaching children how to read. I think it's a fantastic way to do it. And so that's why I support those things. I support independent comics, and y'all see my shelf. And so therefore, that's where I put my money where my mouth is. That's how I do it. So maybe people need to get behind a studio that puts out a good product and puts out a great movie product or comic book product or novels or writing, whatever. But I do think that when we look, to the left coast and Hollywood, we're looking at a vast, dark wasteland of creativity. There's no creativity there. I think they both. I think Marvel Comics is trash as of lately. Marvel Comics has been bankrupt for almost 2 decades, I've heard, because I stopped a long time ago. And DC was not far behind them. Both of them are trash. And when you talk about the Marvel transition into movies, and we're on a whole nother game. I still think that we can make better stories. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm not really invested in, thank you for that comment, by the way, Rose 12. Looking at AI and what they're doing, where from my understanding, AI falls short on the long tail story. So not a go from one exciting adventure to another exciting point to another exciting point to another, not that, but just the long summary discussion. I don't think AI does well. I could be wrong, but I don't think they do well in that. And I still believe that we as humans can still capitalize in that area of providing a long story. Again, it could be like for example, a gumshoe detective story. We're not going to be jumping interplanetary. We're not going multiversal, anything of that nature. This is a long story about a detective solving a case. I don't think that AI is as good as a human is. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. What do you got here, Amethyst? Amethyst says this. And Sir Sean Connery will always be James Bond. Catch me outside. Hey, I got an argument. Like, okay, here we go. For example, let's use James Bond, because there's a lot of kerfuffle about James Bond. But let me ask you a question. Do we know anything about Q? Do we know anything of that we can put on 3 good paragraphs about Q or any of the James Bond support staff? Do we know anything about them? I think the answer is clear, no. So why do you need to race swap, gender swap James Bond? Leave James Bond alone. And why not delve into some ancillary characters? Why not? I think personally, the John Wick series did a great job with that. Instead of taking Keanu Reeves and making him somebody else, they chose to insert all of these new ancillary characters, which have been able to support the John Wick universe in ways that I don't think they intended initially. Mr. Nobody, Halle Berry's character, the Barrio King, of course, the Continental, and all of those shenanigans with the High Table. There's just a lot of ancillary characters that they could go off in all these different directions, and they never have to race swap John Wick. They never have to race swap or gender swap John Wick. Leave John Wick alone. Leave Keanu Reeves alone. But they're not, they just won't get out of their own way. Hollywood will not get out of their own way. They'll stay in their own way, ruining their own stuff, and lo and behold, they're gonna ruin the John Wick series eventually. I personally think they dropped the ball with the Continental. That's just my little 2 cents. I think they could have did better with giving you the background and the story of the lore of the Continental Hotel. I think it would have been I was interested in it. I wanted to hear, but I always give them 3 seasons. You got to give them 3 seasons to really figure their lives out. By the 3rd season, I'll start watching the 1st season. And of course, they didn't make it that far for good reason. So I'm like, I'm not going to invest in it because you're not invested in it. So what did Tommy say here? He says this, same thing happening in video games. AAA titles are failing while smaller studios are putting out bangers. One studio has failed in the competition in the 2010s, maybe trying to come back. Shout out. I haven't played video games outside of Halo in long. I mean, Halo's been my only game that I play. But thank you so much, Tommy, for the 10. But to the point that you're making, I think you make a great point. Where's the creativity in these stories? There was a big stir about a video game about a month ago called Pragmata or Pragmata, and it was like we had built a base on the moon, and the base had gotten overrun by aliens, so they sent one guy to come and fix the problem. I mean, the premise seemed very, again, just first person shooter adventure, but apparently there was like a little girl robot or sentinel or something like that, and everybody was losing their minds because it really engendered like a father taking care of their child. And apparently it was really a big deal, and a lot of people got, but I'm like, there was a small studio that put that out, a very small studio, and they crushed it. Shout out, thank you so much. What do you say here? What's Ashley say here? Ashley, please forgive me. Is because people think they need black people to replace white main characters to be equal. That's what I'm saying. That's the byproduct of 2020. That's the holdover from 2020, right? Which is crazy. A good character is a good character. See, now I heard it said, okay, Disparo said it. Characters now are, a character is based upon who they are, not what they do. A good character is who they are, not what they do. So that's how you have these sympathetic villains now, and you have anti-hero, the hero is like an anti-hero because it's not what they do, it's who they are. So if it's a white man, his villainy is solidified. If it's a black person, his heroism or what he is as a hero is solidified because of his ethnicity, not because of what he does. So even if a character who is supposed to be a hero does something, you're like, whoa, wait, is that what we're doing now? Well, it's okay because he's a person of color or a character of color, whatever you want to say. So yeah, there's a lot there. Shout out to that. Thank you. All right, what do we have here? Thank you again for support. What did you say here? A laborer is worth his hire. Absolutely. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Please produce some great movies with different colored people that get along and have love and respect for each other. I think that would be fantastic because, I'm gonna talk about this in a second. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Thank you. Because when the metal meets the meat, most of society is not crazy like what we're talking about. Most of society is not foaming at the mouth, screaming and foaming and going ballistic about racism. Most people just minding their own business, loving life, loving Jesus, keeping his commandments, and raising their families. That's what most people's lives are about. It's the miserable folk who don't have peace in their lives that are raising Cain. But the problem is their voices are loud because most of us are out working. We're minding our business. So that's it. But that would be my little 2 cents there. The Ballerina. I did not watch The Ballerina because I don't like watching 115-pound women body 200-plus-pound men. I don't like that. It's not realistic in that regard. And I don't think that The Ballerina, which is just an offshoot of the Red Room from Marvel Comics and Black Widow, that's all The Ballerina is another form or variation thereof. And like, I don't need, and maybe you do, maybe you need that. I don't need boss chick bodying whole grown military men, women. I don't need that. It just doesn't appeal. It just doesn't. And therefore, does that mean that there's not some women assassins in the John Wick universe? No, we know that. But a whole movie about it, to me, I just didn't think, and I can't be too wrong because it didn't do well. The Ballerina didn't do well, albeit I think the concept could possibly be well as an ancillary story inside of a larger story, kind of like the Ballerina that we understood in the John Wick universe. I think it was in Parabellum, the third movie. But we didn't need a standalone movie. Therein is the problem. And clearly they didn't need it because it didn't do well. If it had done well, I wouldn't be saying this. I've never heard of those. Mindhunter and Person of Interest series are amazing. Okay. Shout out. Comic books, characters created according to the writer and imagination of how they would do if they were fiction characters. Okay. And there, again, I promise you, if you just do a Wikipedia search, you will be amazed. And by the way, I think in that video, I only did Black characters. We didn't do like American Indian or, no, I did do Asian. I did pull it up. I pulled up, again, the fact that Marvel and DC only deal with like 9, 10, 15 characters and they keep race swapping and gender swapping those same 15 characters is proof positive they have no creativity, because there are so many characters in their own crates that they could be talking about right now. And they do not have to gender swap. They don't have to do a race swap. They don't need Peter Darker, none of that stuff. They could just keep on moving. Denzel's first Oscar was for outstanding performance as a crooked cop, not his previous excellent portrayals of good guys. That is a good point, because it was so out of range. I remember Training Day, and it was such a different character for Denzel. And so, yeah, I remember that. But like the Equalizer, another great series. There you go. You didn't need to do anything different. That was a new series, brand new characters, all new universe, if you will. You can go to town, have fun. They could do the exact same thing. Marvel, DC, fill in the blank. They could do the exact same thing and make their own characters and roll out with something new. They do not have to stick with what is already established, especially when you have the IPs of all of these characters. They can. They could make so many new interesting stories if they wanted to put in the effort. But it's so much easier to just take a character, an established character, because the only valid Superman is white Superman. So therefore, we have to make him black and make him look like Barack Obama, because that's the only way that he's going to be valid. Instead of saying we have Luke Cage, we have so many. We have Nightcrawler, not Nightcrawler. I think his name's Night Stalker. There's just a lot. There's a lot of characters. They don't have to do that, but they just can't get out of their own way. I see a lot of good conversation going back and forth. Yeah, Denzel has handled it fantastically. I thought he's done a great job. I don't know about the Equalizer show. I was talking about the movie, The Equalizer, with Denzel Washington as like a retired guy, I'm assuming he was an assassin of some sort. I mean, it was good. I thought it was fantastic, though. All right, there's a lot of conversation going on up in the chat. Always good. I appreciate it. Yeah, like Luke Cage. Like, why are you not optimizing Luke Cage? The problem is, again, they just don't have creativity to take a character. Luke Cage is a fantastic character. He doesn't need, I mean, he's a part of different team ups and such of that nature, but why not just put out content to start establishing these characters right now? Let's put out shorts. You can put out, again, just build up interest in your characters. And then when you roll out a movie, people have already established a liking for them. And then if they team up with Daredevil, if they team up with She-Hulk or whomever, they've already kind of established their own selves as characters, rather than, I have no idea who this person is, but they're alongside the big green lady and the guy who's blind. I was going to say Jessica Jones. I got tongue-tied when I said it. Liam Neeson, great character but I guarantee you, before they build and do something different, they'll redo the whole Taken series. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. Like, what's the purpose of that? Why not just come up with a new series? But they'll redo it before they come up with something different. I promise you. They will reboot that whole thing and have no plan more than fly to the moon. Hey, before I bug out of here, I do want to say thank you all to all of our new subscribers. Shout out to the new subs. Thank you all so much for subscribing to the channel It means a lot. I'm glad that you hang out with us. Thank you to everybody who's become a member. Shout out to the brand new members that Wise just blessed today. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you for sure. As I've said before, this month, my goal is to hit 150,000 likes. We're moving along. So we got a lot of ways to go. So if you have not already, go ahead and like this video, could you please? And then go ahead and like some of the other ones, like 5 or 6 or 20 of them. That would be great that you've already watched. I appreciate it. Y'all have been watching the videos. So I do want to say thank you for that. Just make sure you hit the like button as well. Shout out to all the new members on my Substack. I appreciate y'all. It's been fun. Hopefully I'm gonna be more consistent. I promise to be more consistent on the Substack for sure. Just life be life sometimes. Y'all know what it's like. We got almost 600 subscribers subscribers on my Substack and almost 180 members on the channel. And that means a lot. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Really do appreciate it. And I always want to say thank you to the mods. I want to say that even though I'm not wrapping up yet, I just want to say thank you to the mods. It means a lot that y'all hang out and kick it with us. So thank you very much for what you all do. I appreciate it. And everybody just be hanging out, kicking it with us. I had not intended to go super long today, but I appreciate y'all hanging in for sure. Did I hit all these supers? Thank y'all so much. Speaking of supers, thank y'all so much for being fantastic supporters of the channel. Amethyst, thank you so much for sponsoring the stream. Amethyst Angel, sponsoring the stream. I appreciate you, love. Thank you so much. Thank you, Wise, from a righteous perspective. I'm not certain if he's still here, but I appreciate him nonetheless. Blessing 5 people with memberships. Thank you so much. I'll be back over there this weekend, Wise. I'll see you on Friday. Shout out to him for sure. I got a couple videos dropping today. Today is Memorial Day. I don't think I need to go look, but it was raining like a mess this morning, and it's supposed to be like thunderstorming later on. I'm like, I might have to phone this cookout in. So I didn't plan on cooking out, but I'm always cooking something on the grill. So it is what it is. You just sent me an email. Thank you so much, Ben. What did you send me an email about? Let me check that out. So I may or may not. Hopefully you all are enjoying your Memorial Day, whether you're going out, cooking out, going to the lake, whatever. Enjoy yourself. I got you, Ben. I see you. Thank you, brother. I will tend to this in a moment. It never rains in Southern California. Oh, okay, I got you. Man, look, y'all in California. Hey, look, come on over here. Leave California. Come on over here to Texas. Check them out in Kentucky. Check them out in somewhere else that's not California, right? They got rain there. What do you say? I sent you. You know what? I do have that one. I do. Let me see. Let's see. It's from yesterday. I think I remember that. I think I looked at it, but I didn't put in the thing for today. We can end today with that. Was that the... I think it was the They Woke Up video. I think that's the one you're talking about. Is it the one you're talking about? The They Woke? Let me make sure I have the right one, and I will. I'm not going to do it. I got you right here. I'm gonna forego. I got it right here. I'm gonna save it for a second, but I'll explain. If you shoot me an email, I'll explain. But I'm gonna go over it. Maybe I'll do it again tonight. Let's go with the comic meme I dropped this morning. What'd you say this morning, Amethyst? What'd you say? Where'd you put that? Amethyst. All right. I don't see it, friend. Oh, okay. I see it. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me we're gonna end with we are gonna end with Josh Johnson, but I am gonna come back with our towel video as well. So let me do this real quick. All right. Real quick, my good people. Let's get ready because I realize I have got to get running. I got it. Got it right here. Do me a favor, please. Green hearts in the chat when you can hear. Let's go.
I didn't understand this until recently. I didn't know that you don't know, you have no idea who you are to a woman until you know how you're saved in her phone.
Interesting.
Guys, every man in here, we are not ready for the names, for the shorthand. You know how when you save a name, it goes first, last, company? They using that line too. We are not ready to find out how we are saved in the phone.
That lady's laughing. And she meant that thing. Wow.
Telling, that's what telling is. I wish I was wrong. I wish it was just me. I wish it was just me getting bullied in other women's phones. These are my friends. These are people I've known for years. And then they saved me some type of way and just never changed it. Years ago, this is why I first had a hunch. Years ago, I was with a friend and we were hanging out. This has to be like 12, maybe even 15 years ago. We were hanging out and she lost her phone. So she was like, can you call it for me? So I call it. And look, we had never been romantic. You know, and we had decided a long time ago, just be friends, right? You know, and just calling. I'm hearing a little. And then I find it in between the couch cushions, and my name saved at her phone was Nope.
Oh. Oh, man. Wow. I'm feeling that for him. Why that lady laughing so loud? That lady is laughing like a
Guys,
fool.
we're not ready. I didn't understand this until recently. I didn't know.
Wow. Shout out. Thank you so much, Amethyst. I like that. That was a good one. That lady was laughing like a hyena. Yeah. Clearly, hey, I guess if you're a comedian, you stock the audience with hyenas, you're going to feel like you're crushing it. All right, here's the last thing. I want to show you this real quick. Community post on my channel today. Community post on my channel. Should I sell this bumper sticker? Let me zoom in. So that's going to be, should I sell that bumper sticker on my channel in the merch store? Let me know what y'all think. Should I put should that be the new bumper sticker on the channel? Honk if you're suing Candace Owens. I think that, let me know. Maybe I need to make that bumper sticker, apparently. Go over there and make sure you comment on that for sure, y'all. Thank you so much. It has been a busy morning. I got some things I need to be doing. I ain't gonna act like an adult. But thank you all so much. I appreciate you all. Have a lovely, wonderful Memorial Day. Thank you to everyone who has served, whether it be in your family or you know of. Thank you so very much for what you've given that allows us to do this and be the best country, the greatest country on God's green earth. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I will see you all real soon. So let's do it again real soon, everybody. Take care. God bless. Grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Jay Witt Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.